Hey everyone, and welcome to our guided discovery video for the Brain Pop movie, Coronavirus. In this video, we're going to point out some details and ask you some questions about the movie to help you better understand what's going on. And now, let's learn all about the coronavirus with Tim and Moby.
Nothing like an early morning jog. Phew. What? Oh, stop it. Dear Tim and Moby, I've been hearing lots of scary stuff in the news about the coronavirus.
You may have heard lots of different things about the coronavirus. On the TV, from the internet, in talking with family and friends and other kids at school. What have you heard about the coronavirus?
Can you tell me more about it, please? Thanks, Khalil. Sure thing, Khalil. Viruses are tiny particles that can invade living cells. There are millions of varieties with different behaviors, shapes, and structures. Coronaviruses are one group, named for their crown-shaped outline. 4 of these commonly infect humans. A lot of times when you get a cold, it's caused by a coronavirus.
Are all coronaviruses like COVID-19? No, they aren't. There are many types of coronavirus. COVID-19 is a special strain that originated in Wuhan, China, at the end of 2019.
Any virus has one goal, to replicate or make more copies of itself. But it can't do that on its own, so it invades an organism and turns its cells into virus factories. This can be unpleasant for the host, the organism that the virus has infected.
Who are the hosts for this virus? Unfortunately, we are. It doesn't matter who you are, young or old, man or woman, black or white. Anyone can be a host for this virus.
A typical coronavirus infection has mild symptoms like runny noses and headaches. A healthy body can fight off this kind of illness on its own. But in a body with weakened defenses, the infection can become more serious and require medical treatment. This latest coronavirus seems to be following that same pattern.
Not everyone has a strong immune system. Some people have a weakened immune system. This means they need to be a bit more careful about the coronavirus. What are some examples of people with weakened immune systems? The very young, the very old, pregnant women, and people who are already sick are just a few examples of people with weakened immune systems.
For most people, especially kids, the symptoms are like a mild case of the flu. But some people have become seriously ill, and that's gotten everyone's attention. This new coronavirus was first identified in Wuhan, China. In late 2019, there was an outbreak. That's when a disease starts spreading. More and more people got sick, first in China and then around the world.
Almost every flu outbreak has an epicenter, a place when and where an outbreak starts. When and where did this current outbreak start? The COVID-19 virus began in Wuhan, China in late 2019.
Entire cities have been quarantined or closed off to slow the disease's spread. Fortunately, viruses can't get around without our help. And there's a lot we can do to not help them. Like washing your hands, especially after you use the bathroom and before you eat. That's always a good idea, and you probably already do it.
As Tim and Moby mentioned, washing your hands is one of the easiest and most important things you can do to protect yourself from getting sick. What are some important steps to washing your hands? First, you should use warm water. Then, apply antibacterial soap. Next, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And finally, dry them with a towel.
If you're sick, try to avoid other people. You wouldn't want to infect them, even if it's a plain old cold. Masks may seem like a good idea, but they're mostly ineffective. When you cough or sneeze, just cover your nose and mouth to help keep any germs contained. Lots of outbreaks have been stopped when enough folks just follow these simple rules. Yeah, it's true. Some people have died after being infected by the Wuhan coronavirus.
Washing your hands is a great first step in helping prevent the spread of the coronavirus. But what else can we do? In addition to practicing good hygiene, you can also try to remember to cough or sneeze into your sleeve. You can also clean surfaces with a disinfectant every so often. Also, you can try to avoid large crowds where many people gather.
That's because the virus can infect a person's lungs and make it hard to breathe. Those are the stories we hear about most online and in the news. But the vast majority of cases have been mild. If you feel overwhelmed by the news, consider limiting how much you let in. Instead of cable news and social media, stick to sources like the World Health Organization. They'll give you the big picture, not just the scary snapshots that make the headlines.
These days, there's lots of talk online and on social media platforms about the coronavirus. And that makes us think, should we believe everything we read online? And the answer is, of course not. We should try to find good, reputable, and reliable sources of information, like the WHO or other government and health organization websites.
And they're organizing experts all over the world to get this coronavirus under control. Still, it's totally normal if the situation's made you a little anxious. Talk to a trusted adult. They can help you put your feelings in perspective. One last thing. Coronavirus doesn't care where you're from or what your background is. So don't let anyone turn this into an excuse to target someone based on how they look.
Because this most recent outbreak of the coronavirus originated in China, many people are asking themselves, should I be afraid of people from China? And the answer is no. The virus does not care where you're from, what color your skin is, whether you're a man or a woman, old or young. What you look like or where you're from doesn't make you any more likely to have or to spread this virus.
Working together is how we'll beat this thing, so let's stand up for our neighbors. Okay, I'm a sweaty mess. I gotta rinse off. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Where are you going? I really think you're overreacting.
I hope this video has helped answer some of the questions that you may have had about the coronavirus. How do you feel after watching this video? Do you feel more informed, more relaxed, more comfortable, worried, afraid, scared? However you feel, it's important that you talk to an adult that you trust about these feelings. It's okay to feel that way. Everybody does. One of the scariest and most dangerous viruses out there is fear. It spreads faster than any other disease. And one of the best ways to combat this is through information and knowledge. If you want to learn more about the coronavirus, visit BrainPop and search coronavirus. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next Brian's English Club Guided Discovery video. Bye-bye!